and welcome to this channel, The Unwritten Life. And I don't think I fully understood the universe when I put the name on my channel, because my life is getting more and more unwritten as the time goes. You'd think I'd have more and more control, but no. It's just taking off into the unknown. And today is no different. If you're new, hello, welcome. My name is Kjersti, and if you're a returning subscriber, that makes me, first of all, very happy. Thank you so much. And also, you already know the story, but I kind of need to go through this. And also, while I'm doing that, I'm gonna talk a lot, like I always do. I am going to do this puzzle. A 1,000-piece puzzle, or technically it's 1,008 puzzle pieces. It's from Disney. It's called Alice in Wonderland. And she, as far as I remember the story, and I kind of want to read that story again because I haven't read it in God knows how long. And I've obviously done it before. Maybe not that obvious. To me it's obvious. So, yeah. But yeah, Alice in Wonderland, she went into a hole and, well, her life got a little off track for a while. And my life is currently, I'm not gonna say it's a disaster, but, well, it's a thing. I don't know. Let's see if I can explain it. Because it's a thing. And as I said, the channel name, The Unwritten Life, not necessarily apparently the best well, it's a good channel name. It's living up to its current, I don't even know. My life is living very much up to my channel name. I didn't think that would happen, but what do you know? Here we are. So, yeah, it's a thing. I'm struggling to figure out where I want to start with this. So I'm gonna sort the puzzle, obviously. Table, chair, and tell you what has been happening. Don't know. Green. And also try to figure out how to best sort this puzzle, which is a little hard because there are a lot of different colors. Random and table. Okay, chair. Blue or green? Blue. Okay, so I lost my job a little bit back, which sucked, but it was also okay because I've been wanting to try something new. So that was good. Or bad. Depends on how you see it. And now, things have been happening with my house. Or not necessarily with my house per se, but I live in, oh shoot, I don't remember the word. Kind of like a housing association. We are 52 units. And we have a board and yeah, I get to control the inside of my house. The outside has to be decided on in combination with other people. Does that make sense to you? I hope it does. If it doesn't, go back. I've tried to explain it in other videos and I think I did a better job then. But the unwritten life, and the reason I'm super stressed right now and nervous and totally freaking out, to be honest. Because I've been wanting to move for several years, and I haven't done anything because I've been scared. I've been scared of making the wrong choice, which have ended up with me not making a choice, which technically is a choice. But it also have meant that I have kind of stayed put in my current house, which has been somewhat okay. I mean, I could live with that. And now things are happening, like with money and stuff, so I'm not sure how well I can live with that. Which means I want to move. And I've been wanting to move for, as I said, several years. Shouldn't be an issue. Still, doing big changes or having big changes happen is not scary, but I generally don't like it. Because, yeah, I don't like it. It's that simple. I don't like big changes. And even though I know they're not scary, they feel a bit scary. So that makes me really nervous. That's the unwritten part that I don't like. So I had a real estate agent come a couple of days ago. And she was very nice. And she seemed to know what she was doing. And I decided to sign on basically. So I now officially have a real estate agent. And she's going to sell my house. Or at least try to. Who knows if it is possible due to circumstances. Let's just put it like that. Due to circumstances, I don't know how well this is going to go. That is another reason to be nervous. Oh, am I kidding? I'm not nervous. I'm kind of more terrified. But, you know, we all need some challenges and changes sometimes. And that's where the unwritten part of my channel name also comes into play, because I realized that I didn't know where I was going with this channel when I started it. I just wanted to try it out and have fun and see what happens. Yeah. That has kind of gone from being just my channel name and just let's see what happens, until becoming well, my whole life. Let's see what happens, because apparently I don't know. I wanted to try something else than the job that I did have, and then I lost my job to downsizing. And now I've been wanting to move for, and this is kind of ridiculous, I have lived where I live for 10 years. That's quite a while, in my opinion. And I've been kind of wanting to move for 9 of those, because I realized after I moved in that this wasn't really the place for me. And I had when I realized that quite quickly, I was like, okay, fine. I bought it. For me to not lose too much money, I have to stay there for at least 3 to 5 years. That's kind of like, because it costs to buy and sell houses. So I was thinking, okay, so I'll stay here for 3 years, 3 to 5 years, and then I will move. But then I was sick for a bit. And then I was uncertain about work because I was told I was being downsized, but it didn't happen, and it took a long time for it to actually take effect. And while that was like, I felt like I was in the known, so I was kind of just waiting for something to happen, for anyone to make a move. So that happened. The making a move thing happened because then I was without a job. Yeah. And here I am, very nervous. I've now, as I said, signed a real estate agent. She will hopefully be able to sell my house. That is actually potentially a challenge because of reasons mentioned in other videos. Yeah, and now I'm continuously freaking out and being super nervous because I have to fill out like several different forms, and in a few days a guy will come by and basically look through my house and write up a report. It's a thing that you have to do here. If you want to sell a house, you have to have the report to be allowed to sell your house. It's my house, so I, in a way, don't see why I would have to, but those are the rules. So he will come and he will write a report after going through and looking at my house. And I'm not sure how nice that report is gonna be, because I haven't done much to this house. And I, as I said, moved in 10 years ago. That's quite a long time. So a lot is happening. I'm super nervous, or more correctly, I'm kind of terrified of what's gonna happen, because I don't know. I don't know if the house will sell, and also if the house sells, where do I go? I haven't bought a new place, so in that sense I don't have anywhere to go, and I don't want to have to move in with my parents, and you know, they have their own lives and their own house, and they don't really have space for me in that house. So that's another challenge. So I went from having a house, and yeah, no, I still have the house, but I went from having a house and a job, and like, even though it wasn't like my favorite thing, it was okay. And now I'm out of a job. I intend to sell my house, so I will soon be out of a house. So I will have no job, no place to live, and you know, no idea what's happening. It's great. I'm starting to think that the universe took my my channel name for this channel a little too literally. And I will admit that I have been saying for quite a while that I wanted to try something else, but I didn't know what. And I also wanted to move. I didn't know where and when, and yeah. Do I regret saying those things out loud? No, but yeah, a little bit maybe. But not really. It's just this whole situation, I feel like it's absolutely terrifying at the moment. Because it'll be such a big change. And I don't know what's happening, and I don't know when things are happening. So I can't go looking for a place to rent, because I don't know if this house sells, and if it does, I do not know when new potential owners will take ownership or will want to take ownership. So I don't really know anything at the moment, except that I signed with a real estate agent and she's gonna sell my house. That I do know. Or she's at least gonna try to sell my house. But yeah, it feels a little terrifying. So I'm super nervous. And the guy that's gonna come and do the report, I have to fill out forms before he comes. And I don't know how to answer such forms. I've never done it before. So that's also a stress moment. And like, there are so many things to freak out about right now for me. And I feel like I'm doing just that. So earlier today, I just went out and planted some flowers that I've been meaning to plant for a while. Like, you know, I bought them a week ago and still hadn't put them in the ground. So I got that done. So that's a positive thing, right? I am so nervous about everything. Or, as I said, we could also call it terrified, to be completely honest. I'm absolutely terrified because this is all brand new to me. I don't do well with brand new. I feel like I do best with things that I know. Which is, let's be honest, is part of the reason getting to this point have taken me this long. Because I'm not very good at starting. It makes me nervous. And I'm always terrified of making a mistake. So that too is me stopping myself, which is just like, in a way it makes perfect sense. I'm scared about making a mistake, but by doing that means I'm not making a choice, which means I'm kind of stuck somewhere. I don't want to be stuck. So that's not very nice either. It's it's a whole thing, I feel. And I am going to see my parents next week and talk to them, because I will be needing their help, because I have a big weave, a loom. I don't know whether it's called a weave or a loom. A big ass thing that most people would not have. That takes up a lot of space and would not be good for like, after the report is written, and I don't know how that's gonna go. I'm very nervous about the report too. Slightly uncomfortable with a stranger coming into my house and basically judging it, yes. But more about, because the report is, it's basically going through my house and seeing what's in good order, what kind of needs to be worked on, and what needs work kind of immediately. And as I said, I lived it for 10 years. I haven't done much. And even though most of it was fairly good when I moved in, I repeat, I lived here for 10 years. That's a long time. So that's something. And the report he writes is, you get basically, he looks into all the different aspects of the house, and then he writes a number between 0 and 3. 0 is great, perfect, good. 3 is, oh dear, this needs work, like immediately. So you have that scale between 0 to 3, and if there are things that needs to be worked on, like if you get a 2 or a 3, for instance, that is one number you get, but you also get a different number. And that's the number of the approximate price that it will cost to put it right, put it in good standard, basically. And I have a bad feeling about that report. I wish I didn't, but I do have a somewhat bad feeling about the report. That it's gonna be a lot of 2s and 3s, which is bad. And it's probably also gonna have a lot of high cost numbers for, like, he'll probably say that whoever moves in will probably want to fix the bathroom, the kitchen, the laundry room, as in all the expensive rooms. I mean, a bathroom, and the number is like, the numbers are kind of like between numbers, so often bathrooms, for instance, are like between 100 and 300,000 Norwegian kroners. That's expensive, that's a lot of money. That's kind of regular price for that, but it is a lot of money. And with the potential rent hike or dissolving of the housing association thingy that I don't fully remember the name, or how you put it in English, but it adds up. It adds up a lot, and it adds up quickly. So will I even get a buyer? Will I even get to sell this place, or will I be like stuck? And I don't want to be stuck. I've felt stuck for a long time and not done anything because I was scared. And now I've finally decided to do something, and I might still be stuck. So that's, that's great. Absolutely not, but it's, yeah. So I'm so nervous, completely terrified, but it will, and I've had I feel like I've had a lot of bad luck lately, like with my work and with my house and with potential increase in rent. And the other day I also went to have my tires changed, because that's the thing that I used to do myself, or generally I should say I used to do it with the help of my parents. I can change a tire just fine, except the fact that I struggle to figure out, I've been able to figure out, like, should they go on the left side or the right side of the car? Sure, fine, I can figure that one out. But do they go in the front or in the back? Never been able to figure that one out. So I generally have gotten help from my parents. And then a couple of years ago, we did what we usually do, or did, I should say, because we don't do it anymore. Because that time it ended up with, first, my dad unscrewing the 4 bolts that keeps the tire on the car, and he broke one. And he was like, well, this is surprising, I've never done this before. I, as usual, freaked out, but we got handled, it got fixed, it was fine. And then, the next time we were gonna change tires, I told my dad that, well, since he broke a bolt the last time, I would unscrew the bolts this time, because I didn't want to I didn't want that feeling of freaking out again. Great! It started off great. And then, it was my turn to break a bolt. And apparently, it's not something that usually happens, but, first my dad, the next time, me. The next season, we were gonna change tires. My mom reminded me, is like, and I'm not fully sure where you cut me off. So I don't know, but anyway, I hope you got most of it. I think you did. I was taking my car in to have the tires changed from winter to summer. Great. And it was a drop-in appointment. It was fine until it was slightly less fine, because that is how my life has been working these days lately. Not just lately, it's been a while now. I deserve some good news. But that news, they were working on changing my tires, and then one of them comes with one of my tires, says, you apparently run over a spike, so there's a hole in your tire. You should be happy that it hasn't gone flat while driving. Do you want us to fix it? It's like, well, yeah, of course. I don't want to risk a flat tire if I can avoid it. So, I'm guessing that's gonna cost me something, won't it? And they were like, yep, it will. Pay right here, please. And he's like, are you kidding me? I was starting to hope for like good news, because I feel like I've had enough bad news, alright? So, yeah, I had a little bad luck with my car too. Well, not my car. Car's fine, luckily. I mean, it hasn't always been, so that is very lucky. But yeah. So I had to pay a little extra there because I have so much extra cash lying around now. Absolutely not. The not having a job is starting to severely affect my savings account. Because, yeah, sure, I live in Norway, it's a good country, I get unemployment money. Well, guess what? They're barely enough to cover my current bills. If the rent goes up, I can't afford it. I mean, I'm paying for my food from my savings account, not from the money I get from the unemployment money, because that's not enough. So, yeah, that's brilliant. I feel sorry for my savings account. It was not supposed to be spent on like everyday expenses. But that is apparently where I'm currently at. So I will say that if I got to, that is so far off, but I mean, I cannot deny the fact that if I were to get enough subscribers to monetize this channel, that would help tremendously, because every little bit counts right now. And yes, I know, I need 1,000 subscribers to be able to monetize, which is, with my current luck, that's not gonna happen for a while. But if you want to help me out. I don't really like asking for subscribers. It feels very cringe and weird, but right now I'm apparently have to do anything and everything just to get by, I feel like. I'm getting a little desperate here, okay? Desperate and nervous. Generally not a good combination, I'm just saying. Generally a bad combination. And if you also feel like you have to do things in a hurry, it gets even worse. And I feel like that's what I'm currently doing. And yeah, I know, the selling of the house, I've been wanting to get out of here for years. And in a way, there's nothing wrong. It's just, it's not for me. It's not what I want. It's not what I dreamed of and hoped for and wished for and all of that. So it's just not my style of living. Do I wish I'd figured that one out before I bought the place 10 years ago? Yes, absolutely. But I obviously didn't. So, you know, I can't go back in time and change anything. So what is? I have to accept. What I do moving forward, that is what I'm working on. That is why my life is very unwritten at the moment. As I said, the universe took my channel name to heart a little too much. Yeah, that was not the intention. My channel name was more like a reflection of me not being sure what I wanted. It was not supposed to be me. Well, it wasn't supposed to be this. I'm not saying my life is falling apart, but in a way it kind of feels a little bit like it is. I don't like it. It's terrifying. I'm not used to it. I mean, I haven't always liked everything in my life, but at least I've been able to like have some semblance of control over it, and now it's just like, whatever. Because there is, it's definitely not a whatever thing, but it feels like universe like, let's see how much we can punch her and still keep her standing. I don't know. Yeah, it feels like a lot these days, so I'm trying to calm down with a puzzle. I don't know how well it's actually working. I don't feel like it's working all that well, to be completely honest. But I keep hoping, and I keep wishing, and I don't know what else to do. So yeah, it's a lot, but I'm sure it will work out, because not working out is not really an option. It's that simple. Not working out is not an option. It needs to work out. I need it to work out. It has to. What else am I gonna do? And the answer is I don't know. So yeah, it's it's a lot of frustration these days, I will admit. And I can't even put pieces together apparently. Yeah, it's. Well, you don't go there at all. Where do you go? Put you there. Yeah, I don't know how to. I don't know a good way to process all of this, because I have no idea what to do, and I'm totally freaking out. That part is not new. I've been freaking out for a long time now, but you know, a lot of the freaking out is related to, well, housing and work, and like, apparently I've not been very good at sorting either. As you can tell, my life is going great at the moment. I'm hoping I soon can say that without laughing, because it's just, yeah. Yeah. I don't know how to process all of this, but I will figure it out. One way or another, I will figure it out. It'll work out. It'll be fine. But right now, I don't feel fine, okay? Right now, life is not going great. In case you haven't figured it out. Right now, I feel like everything is a bit of a struggle, and nothing seems to be going my way, and it's, yeah, very frustrating. But I just have to laugh at it, because it's too, I wouldn't say that it's too good, because it's not really good, but it's getting, I feel like it's getting to be too ridiculous now. And I think I've said that before. It's just, yeah, I don't even know, man. It's just too much, too ridiculous, too everything. It's like, come on. I deserve to catch a break now, okay? I really deserve that. But it doesn't seem like the universe intends for me to have a break quite yet. I'm hoping the universe rethinks and decides that I do need a bit of a break, and that I do need some good things happening. So I'm gonna keep hoping for that. I'm gonna keep wishing for that. I'm gonna keep my fingers crossed for that. And you know, it's at some point, things will work out, because I have decided that I have to. I'm not saying that I'm happy with the current situation, because I'm not. But at the same time, there isn't much I feel like I can do about it, except just, you know, laugh at it, because it's just, I feel like it has gotten to the point of ridiculousness now. And I've said that many times before, but it's just like, oh my god, are you kidding me? And then like the tires on top of everything. Luckily, sure, it did cost me a little bit of money, but it wasn't like super expensive. Thank God, because I don't know what I would have done. Well, I mean, I would have had to fix it anyway. But just, it was just like yet another thing. And very much that, oh my god, you gotta be kidding me. It's enough now. But it's, according to the universe, it feels, maybe not. I really wish me and the universe would be on the same page soon, because this is not acceptable, okay? Anyway, it's yeah, I'm struggling these days, but it will be fine. I'm sure it will. As I said, it has to. I don't know any other way. So it has to be fine. It will be fine. It's just I wish the fine part would happen soon, because yeah. And I'm sure some of you guys that have been following my ridiculous journey also think that I deserve a break. So thank you for that, those of you who think so. And yeah, it's an interesting time ahead. And apparently I'm just doing all the small pieces right now, because why not? That's how I decided, clearly. I haven't done this puzzle like a massive amount of times, but I am currently enjoying it very much. I think this is like the third or fourth time I'm doing this. And I bought it not that long ago, I feel. I don't fully remember. I mean, everything is blurring together because of everything. Yeah, it's oh, it's our eyebrow. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what more I intended to say. Maybe nothing, maybe a lot. That is occasionally debatable. But I just wanted to come on here and talk to you guys and tell you what current ridiculousness was happening in my life, because apparently that is what I do now. Feel like I have ridiculousness all over, and yeah, it's the saga will continue in a different video, because as I said, that's what I do now. I laugh at the situation, because if I don't, I will start crying, and I don't feel like that, so I'm not gonna do that. But it's yeah, it's ridiculous at this point, and I've mentioned it many times. I'm sorry I'm repeating myself. But also it's like, are you kidding me? But yeah, I can hear from my belly growling that I need to go and make some dinner, and this saga of ridiculousness will continue in a different video, because I feel like it's too good not to continue now. And also, like, how do you sell a house? It's I've never done that before. I bought a house once, but that was 10 years ago. I knew nothing. I was like freaking Jon Snow, but even more stupid. So, you know, that was really smart. Or not. Probably not. But yeah, it's yeah, I'm gonna let you go before I start on another rant, and I will be back to continue talking about the ridiculousness that is apparently currently my life, because Honestly, I'm starting to find this entertaining because it's so much, I guess you could say. And there I go, starting to ramble off again. I'm sorry. I pretended that I wasn't gonna do that, and I do it anyway. But if you're not new to this channel, you already know that. And if you are new, well, as I said earlier, welcome. This is where I talk. Okay, I thank you so much for watching. Any words of encouragement or words of encouragement are very appreciated. And yes, if you want to consider my life too ridiculous and too bad right now and want to laugh at it, trust me, I laugh at it. I'm crying on the inside. Actually, I'm not crying on the inside anymore either, because it's just, I can't do anything about it. It's just what happens. And my channel name is living up to its name. I don't know how I feel about that, but at the same time, I mean, maybe that's where I needed to go in life. At least that's what's currently happening. So, yeah, thank you so much for watching. We will we will definitely not finish this video puzzle in the next video because it's a lot left. But I will continue this puzzle in the next video. In the meantime, thank you so much for watching, and thank you for subscribing if you have and liking the video. And I hope you have a nice day, that your life is a little less stressful than mine currently is. You deserve it, to have a not stressful life. And I will see you in the next video. Bye!